Manhood is exceptionally hard, and life is hard.
A fucking vape. And then the Chinese.
Someone has to fucking flip the burgers, dumbass.
If you're about to get on a plane and that plane's gonna fly through a hurricane, do you want a male pilot or a female pilot?
Yeah, I'm so gonna get canceled for this one, but fuck it.
Baba Booey.
WestJett.
What is up, Batmans and Pakistans? WestJett 6'5", radiant Venezuelan trillionaire here, and today we're doing a creator breakdown on Andrew Tate. Oh, and literally 0% of you are subscribed, so be sure to subscribe. Yeah. Before we jump right into this video, I want to make it abundantly clear, I'm not very political, I'm not trying to alienate my audience. My only goal here is to grift for money. I'm sort of taking notes from the Hustlers University, you know what I mean? On the political spectrum of drug-addicted left and right-wing people, I'm the dude that's grilling. Everybody knows Andrew Tate got arrested for a while, then put on a house arrest for like human trafficking allegations. Now the case isn't over. I'm not really going to talk or dive into it because I don't really know, and I don't want to make assumptions without proper evidence.
But I said that if a woman is going out with a man, she belongs to that man. That's his woman. So she wants to do OnlyFans. She owes him some money because she's his.
Personally, I think this was a massive fumble take by Andrew Tate. I think he shouldn't have even said anything in the first place about this. If my girl was doing OnlyFans, that's no longer my girl. That's the only take he should have had. I know a lot of women don't like this take, but if you subject your future child to bullying by getting some money in the short term, you're sort of a piece of shit, and I don't like you. And I don't care if you're a single empowered cat mom, just don't have any children. You're going to be ruining their future, and that's just fact. Now, here's something I personally agree with. Andrew Tate keeps saying depression isn't real. Obviously, that's an exaggeration. It can be real if you let it get to you. But the people he's talking about are the people that almost like defend depression. H3H3 was a funny creator I used to like, and then he became this sort of like cringe-lord political commentator who's addicted to like antidepressants. It's hilarious. Like, you got all that money and you still depressed? Look in, brother. Look inside you. The answer's within. Ironically, the people that hate on Andrew Tate's message the most are the people that would, you know, benefit the most from it. But, you know, I digress. I never really understood this take. You know, sometimes one woman's enough. You know, imagine dealing with two, or let alone four. Like, that is absurd. Now, some cultures and religions operate differently. They might be like, you know, all about that min-maxing of your children and grinding. But yeah, Andrew Tate, undoubtedly marketing genius, got a bunch of basically goons, cronies, like clipping stuff for him. And yeah, you know, props, credit where credit is due. I'm never really going to talk smack about Islam. You know, I don't really know much about it, and you guys are very passionate, and I enjoy living on this planet. Now, if you're mad at me for making that joke, religion a piece my ass. There's absolutely zero logic there. How is he going to join a religion while going against the religion initially? Like, he made all his money from, like, camgirl websites and, like, gambling casinos. I don't know if this is bad to say, but Islam's notoriously been pretty ride or die, and, like, I think Tate just wanted them on his side, but that is a very big assumption. At least for Tate, because ain't no way Sneeko's praying 5 times a day. I'm sorry. Gotta give props to Islam, though. They're like the only religion out there that actually cares about their values and, like, follows their rules. Well, I guess Jews do, too, but that's a different story. Andrew Tate's all about that money, the guap, the dinero. You know, he doesn't read books, he learns from his Bugatti. Now, Andrew Tate got a fleet of cars, and like, you could react to it in like one of 3 ways. 1, you could be jealous, you could be angry, you could be like, fuck this guy, I don't like him. 2, you could sort of like ignore it, be a stoic Sigma and be like, don't care. Or you could look at it and be sort of like inspired in a way. You could be like, man, that's pretty cool. I want one of those sports cars one day. And that's sort of how he'll get you into his $50 funnel into his, you know, custom university. Now, some people might disagree with this, but I think all online courses are a scam, sort of preying on like the dumb people that are like depressed. They're like, I want to make more money. And then you sell them a course when realistically the person who's making the most money is the creator of the course. You know, the Egyptians figured it out years ago. I refuse to believe that Tate is selling some sort of like hidden value. Like, if you really search the internet, you could get all of it for free. I feel like at the end of the day, any of these courses just fall into how much work you put in. Like, they're not really going to give you the information, but if you're paying for a course and this motivates you and inspires you to actually make money and work, then I guess it's a net benefit. Still 200 times better than Ludwig's chess boxing sponsored by Fensley.
Play video games and you exist until you die. That's stress-free, but you have to suffer being a nobody.
The one thing I like about Andrew Tate is that he's not afraid to speak his mind. Even if he's dead wrong, even if I don't agree with him, I gotta respect him at the bare minimum, because right now, in this world, nobody's really got the balls to do that.
But if I put myself through endless pain to end up where I am, It's very hard for me to have sympathy on the man who's afraid of pain. Am I supposed to feel sorry for you because you took the easy way out? Am I supposed to look at you and go, oh, poor dude? No.
Andrew Tate preaches living outside your comfort zone, so the people that have built their life in comfort and don't do anything that requires any effort don't necessarily like him. You know, he goes against their whole life ideology. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm very stupid and very unaccomplished, but sometimes I see like hypocrisy where it stands. While Tate is always preaching bettering the lives of men, he sort of directly profited off of like destroying them and promoting degeneracy Ludwig-style pornography, so like, bro turned me into the thinker, you know what I mean? I'm just here like pondering, I'm like,
All combined to try and taste like fucking watermelon.
Vaping is cringe. It is awful for you. If you're homophobic, then vaping is gay. If you're racist, then vaping is bull. And as someone who used to be addicted to vape, I can clearly vouch for this. It's terrible. Do not do it. Never make that mistake.
Son, he's like, I got a vape. Get the fuck out of here, vape. Do some push-ups. You ain't got time to vape. You gotta do push-ups.
You know, the gym is awesome. What happened to the real men? What happened to men like Rocky? You know what I mean? Sylvester Stallone. Now we got this guy, the Wonka kid. Like, men used to go to war. A little ironic because he's bald, but Andrew Tate is literally the last airbender of the old generation, sort of, in a way. And a lot of guys like that. You know, they need somebody to, like, sort of inspire them. And I think a lot of girls don't have that. All they got is, like, Megan Thee Stallion twerking. They got fucking Cardi B, who's literally a stripper. Wow, what a great role model to the family. And that's where I disagree with Tate fundamentally. I'm a family guy. Meh. And I personally think that fucking hose and, like, pursuing meaningless one-night stands in relationships is gonna leave you more depressed than happy, and it's just like a temporary fix to the problem. While Andrew Tate's audience consists of mainly ambitious young men, I feel like a lot of incels and like actual sexists creep into that pile. Like if I was making a lot of jokes and like ironic humor surrounding like the Jews, for instance, some genuine Nazis might come into mix, and that wouldn't be good. It would be great. I feel like if you need a dude to tell you how to get a girl, you're sort of already lost, and you know, Tate would agree with me. He would probably laugh his ass off. Like some of the people buying his stuff, he knows they're losers, and that's the key. They know they're losers too, and they're trying to improve. Kanye misunderstood. Dude's a genius. On that Alex Jones thing, when he said he loves all people, he was cooking. He just used a very bad example. I think that's facts. You know, it's not just black and white. There's a gray area. If you fully disagree with someone and you fully agree with them, you're a radical, and that's really bad. You gotta critically think and decipher things in your own mind. The only real controversial thing about Andrew Tate is his past. A lot of the stuff he says now is very good, inspiring, and motivating. Like his come up, a little sketchy. He very well could be a trafficker, so like I don't know, but I think this is what Kanye was getting at. At the end of the day, I don't really give a shit. I can look at the objective message and separate the person from it. Like I don't need to know somebody's political affiliation, who they vote for, their religion to like look at something. Here's my best analogy. Tate's sort of like that Flint, Michigan water. You know, there's some good in it, there's some bad in it, but if you get a colander filter, whatever you call it, you can filter out the good stuff and make an opinion yourself. Then again, most people are and can't critically think, so to those people he is a very big net negative. So yeah, make your choice yourself. Don't listen to me unless it's to subscribe to my channel, guys. We gotta beat Joel's, and let me know if you like this style of video unrelated to Valor. Stay classy, stay cool, and don't be a fool.
Let's go! 'Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, better know that I